Hello, YouTubers. This is Dee Dee with Motivated to Soar. So you're asking yourself this question: do I have what it takes to write a book? And my answer is absolutely. Absolutely, you have exactly what it takes. You have everything you need right now within you. Okay? So, strong imagination. Strong imagination. If you can take your mind to another level and just come up with some different ideas and concepts, you're on your way. Passion. What are you passionate about? What is the topic that you want to discuss that you're passionate about? I talked about this before. Pull that passion out. Get it going. Creativity. Creativity, that is so essential, so important when you're going to pour into others. You already have the key ingredients to get this thing started. So let's start moving. And your ability to storytell. And you're just going to put it on paper. Put it on paper. You want to nurture your passion. Nurture your passion. And you're wondering, well, how do I do that? How do I nurture my passion? You want to write regularly. Even if that's just through journaling. I'm big on journaling, writing my emotions down. I'm not really good with conveying how I feel sometimes. So I'll take to pen and paper and write it down, because some of the things I think about, I shouldn't say out of this mouth, So it's easier for me to write it down and think about it and then go and convey my message. So I'm big on journaling. So you want to write regularly. This got to be something you do all the time. You want to get your thoughts out. You want to be able to connect with your reader. So that's going to be very, very important. You want to read for inspiration. What types of books do you like? Do you like children's books? Do you like novels? Do you like fiction, nonfiction? You gotta read. Go out and start reading articles, magazines. Read documentaries. I like to read a lot of variety of things. I love inspiration and encouragement. I read things of that nature. I like children's books as well, but I'm really big on inspiration and how to do make improvements for myself. I'm big on those types of things. I read my Bible a lot too. Great thing to read. Experiment and play with ideas. I always come with a list, so I'm looking at my list here. Explore different topics or styles. What really come to you? What are you really into? How do you tap in? How do you zone? What are you thinking about? Get that on paper. Get it on paper. Join writing communities. This could be online or go to workshops. Google this stuff. See if there's workshops available in your area, that you can attend. And again, a lot of things are virtual these days, but sometimes it's good just to go in and sit. Check your libraries. Again, Google this stuff and see how you can make some connections. You can't be shy. That doesn't mean you need to go in and speak up. Maybe just go in and sit and listen and hear what's being said. Observe, take notes, and start meeting some people. Set small goals. That's going to be important. Break your larger goals of writing a book into smaller, achievable steps. So it could be developing one character. What will your book be about? Develop that character. How would that character look? Does she look like you? Someone in your family? Does she look like would she look like someone opposite of you? Explore. Put your mind out there in the globe. What would you want your character to look like? How would you like your character to talk? What would your character say? Start thinking about these things. We already talked about attending workshops. That's going to be really important. Celebrate your progress. This is a big one. We think we have to do something so big, so huge, so large. Celebrate those small moments. I'm still working on that. Sometimes it's so surreal that I've written a book and I have just not really sat in that. We need to celebrate those small things that can be so important. And don't let other people steal your joy. You know, you've done this. You put in the legwork. They don't know how many hours you put into this. They don't know how you had to spend time by yourself to develop this. You know, so don't let people come in and be like, oh, you got your little book. That's so cute. Be careful. Be careful. Celebrate your victories. And those people who really love you, they're going to be like, you go, girl. You go, guy. You did that. You know, celebrate your progress. Okay? So, I just wanted to kind of, you know, keep you steady, keep you focused on these things. Another thing I just want to talk about really, really quick, you know, writing a book requires a combination of tangible resources, skills, and mental preparation. You got to get your mind right. Get your mind right. You know, a strong idea or concept, plot, what your story is about. What is your story going to be about? Theme, what are the bigger ideas in your book? You know, these could be lessons learned. 2, you want a commitment and have that discipline. You know, anything we want in life, we got to commit. We got to be disciplined. It's just not going to fall in our lap, right? So you want to have a writing schedule. Patience and perseverance. The 2 P's, patience and perseverance. You're not going to get it overnight, okay? And that's okay. Writing a book is a marathon, not a sprint. Okay, I'm going to move on. 3, tools and resources. Writing tools. You can use simple tools like a notebook, a word processor. I'm always talking about pen and paper. I'm still old school. I like to touch stuff. But I use my laptop a lot. I use Word, Microsoft Word. But that's going to be important. Outline. A roadmap or outline would guide your story from the beginning to the end. Okay? So that's going to be important. Writing skills. Storytelling. Develop your storytelling abilities by learning what narrative, structures, pacing, and how to create engaging dialogue. This is going to be important. Okay? You want to have a roadmap. Grammar and style is going to be essential. Okay? While you don't need to be perfect, good grammar is important. And you can always have someone to assist you with that. There's a lot of tools that will assist you with grammar. Google this stuff. We Google when we want to buy something from Macy's or Dillard's. Google. You're talking about becoming an author. This is something you're passionate about. Do your research. Editing. Be ready to revise and edit. First drafts are rarely perfect. Y'all like it when I look at y'all like that? Okay. Writing, rewriting. So you'll need to review your work multiple times to improve it. Now that doesn't mean that you're just going to keep editing. Because at some point you got to execute. Okay? But you want to edit. This is your work that's going out to millions of people. Okay? Your name is on this. So put some respect on your name. Support system. Feedback. Seek feedback from readers. Okay? You want to get constructive feedback. You just don't want a bunch of naysayers. You want somebody who's going to come with some constructive feedback. Okay? All right. So let some folks look at what you're doing. to see if this makes sense. Writing groups or communities. Being part of a writing community can provide support, encouragement, and constructive criticism. You can join online groups or local writing workshops. That's something I need to be working on as well. That was for me. Research and learning. Study the types of books that you're interested in reading or writing, So again, you got to read. Market research. If you're planning to publish, research your audience. Okay? Publishing knowledge. Do you want to self-publish versus the traditional route? That's going to come under your research. Formatting. That's depending on the platform you choose. You'll need to format your manuscript properly. I know with KDP, there are certain guidelines and stipulations you have to follow in order to utilize their services. And your illustrator can help you with a lot of these things. And like I told you before, I took this class, and the trainer, she went in depth with the templates and the different types of formats, and so you don't have to be codependent on someone. You can have some information for yourself, but I'm not at that state where I just want to do everything, so I delegated out some of this stuff. A quiet or inspiring space. Writing environment. Find a place where you can write without distractions. That could be anywhere. I go to the park. I sit inside my car. I write at my desk. I just enjoy writing. I got that from my mom. So it just comes really easy for me. But I have to work on, I revise all the time. I'm constantly, D, you could have said that a different way. Oh, you could have used a different type of word. Oh, remember you're writing for a children's book. Make sure that it's understandable for that age range. So, yeah. So, just having a plan in place and, keeping within that scope and keeping your goals in front of you. That's going to be so important. So again, going back to the original question, do I have what it takes to write a book? And again, absolutely you do. With some discipline, a plan in place, you can do this. You got it. Okay? Remember, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Okay? And until next time, happy writing. Take care.